Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to do a full face of YSL Beauty, which normally would be its own video, its own one brand tutorial. But lately I have been a little frustrated with what I've been seeing in the mature beauty content creator space. So I thought, why not combine the two types of videos that I would normally do separately, a full face of one makeup brand and a chatty get ready with me. I'm going to apply my makeup using every single YSL product I have accumulated over the past, I don't even know how long. None of this, honestly, none of it was sent in PR. It's all stuff that I bought. And I'm realizing that YSL might be my favorite luxury makeup brand. So what am I going to start with today? My eyes or my face? I think I'm going to start with my face today. I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit more talking or chatty versus tutorial. So what I'm going to do is have the name and shade of the product I'm using on the screen in a caption so that I don't have to stop and tell you exactly what I'm using. I've already applied moisturizer, all that good stuff. So now I'm using a blurring primer. I started this beauty channel, Risa Does Makeup, 10 years ago at the young age of 42. And at the time, there were not a lot of us over 40 creating beauty content on YouTube. And even fewer were working makeup artists or former working makeup artists in the mature beauty space. I think I may have been one of the first who was not just a beauty enthusiast. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all. I worked for Bobbi Brown, I worked for Laura Mercier, and I was still working as a freelance makeup artist when I started this channel. When I first started, I did not specifically cater to the over 40 or mature skinned person. I really thought that if I just emulated what the younger women were doing, that my channel would do well. I think because I had, again, was one of the few that had real world makeup artistry experience. So I thought that alone would set me apart. But long story short, I was not very successful when I first started. When I finally decided to lean in to the mature skin niche, I finally started to grow. And at the time, I received comments quite often from viewers in their late 40s, early 50s, and beyond, basically let me know that they were annoyed that I referred to myself as having mature skin at age 42. People would say things like, you don't have mature skin, wait till you get to be 50, wait till you get to be 60. My response to that was, well, in the beauty industry, and this still holds true whether we like it or not, mature skin is considered anyone aged 35 and up, putting all of us in that same mature skin category, 35 and up. When I think about how flippin' young I was at 35, how young I looked at 35, I see these girls now putting out content who are like in their late 20s or about to have their 30th birthday. And they're like, I can't believe I'm turning 30. Let me show you my new anti-aging, anti-wrinkle skincare makeup routine. And I'm just rolling my eyes. Like a lot of you probably did to me back then at 42. And this is not to put down any of those young content creators. I mean, it sounds like I am, for trying to hop on the mature skin, I don't want to say bandwagon, that does sound kind of harsh, but the truth is mature skin content is becoming bigger than ever. We're all getting older. and we're all very stressed out for whatever reason. And it's showing up on our faces. The sun is stronger. Thankfully, we have better products for everything now. What I'm trying to get at is I can understand why younger creators are trying to put themselves into the mature skin category. But what's frustrating me is how they're going about it and what they're saying. Before I get into that, those of you who were still watching me 10 years ago, and if you were someone that thought I was being a little dramatic and maybe I didn't truly understand at the time, I truly didn't grasp mature skin, I'm going to say two things. One, I apologize. And number two, you were right. At age 52, I wish I had the skin that I had at 42. I mean, I do think I'm holding up pretty well. I don't have any Botox. I don't have any fillers. Thanks to genetics, oily skin, being in the beauty industry since 1996, just having access to a lot of great products, all that. I want to do my brows, but I don't. YSL does not make a brow pencil. They used to, but apparently they're discontinued because there were only 2 available on the Nordstrom website, nothing at Sephora, nothing at Bloomingdale's, nothing on the YSL website. So I think they're reformulating their brow products and they're also reformulating lip liners. So those are the 2 items that I don't have from YSL. Actually, let me do my eyeshadow first so I don't have to like cut off my train of thought, because when I do that, I can never remember like what I was talking about. Like even now, I'm like, what was I even talking about? Oh, I was apologizing and just saying that I wish my skin looked, like it did 10 years ago. So these mini couture clutch eyeshadow palettes. I love these. I have 3 here. I thought I had 4. Yeah, I have 4 here. I think I want to do something different than my usual like browns. I'm going to use these sort of purpley tones. What I'm seeing now is a lot of beauty influencers, some of whom I've been following for a couple years, and I absolutely love their content. One of them specifically, and I'm not going to use any names because the last thing I want to do is like put down another content creator. But I think it's okay to critique or to like, just give my opinion. Anyway, this one content creator is a working makeup artist and she does beautiful makeup. She has great tips and tricks, product recommendations, but she recently turned 40 and now all of her content is, not all, I won't say all, but a lot of her content is all of a sudden all about the do's and don'ts for mature skin. No, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I have done videos on things that age you, whether it's your makeup style or it's your clothing style. I've talked about that in videos on my channel. But if you notice, hopefully you've noticed, I never speak in absolutes. I never say never, basically. I might say that applying a dark line of black eyeliner is aging, but I will never say absolutely don't do this. What I do say is, if you like the way that looks, if that's how you feel the prettiest, don't listen to that. Do what you want. Because listen, we're not all that interested in looking younger. So when I see other people speaking in absolutes like that, especially someone who just turned 40, it's a little frustrating because I just don't agree. I just don't think that automatically when you turn 40, you have to change certain things. So basically, this person's content is everything that I have always kind of fought against. Give up everything you love. I mean, that's extreme, but I feel sort of that that's what she's saying. But that could also be just a me problem because I am someone who loves full glam. And there are a lot of us out there who are in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s even, who are going to be wearing full glam in the nursing home. I don't know. Do I want all shimmer? Oh, that one's a lighter shimmer. Okay, so I'm using both these shimmers just with my finger. So I've just been really disappointed to see her posts since turning 40, because all of a sudden it's like so many of her videos are about being 40, and she's just kind of making it sound like you can't, she'd be appalled at what I'm doing right now. Full coverage makeup? No. Shimmer on the eyes? No. But this is what I love. This is what makes me happy. And I know I've mentioned this in other videos before. I don't like that we're taking away what I think is joy from those of us, or attempting to take away the joy from so many of us who just love makeup. We love wearing makeup. We love being glam. We love sitting down at our vanities or wherever we do our makeup and just painting our faces, taking that time for ourselves. It can be relaxing. It can be therapeutic. Honestly, just sitting here and chatting with you all is therapeutic for me. I am having fun. I'm trying to choose my words carefully because, in this day and age, anything can get you canceled. So I'm trying to use my words carefully, but also speak my mind and give you my thoughts. I mean, we're here to chat openly and honestly, right? My thoughts on this content creator now don't change the fact that I still think she's a great makeup artist and that she does have wonderful makeup tips to give. I'm not saying that she doesn't know how to do makeup on mature women. I just don't think that her move into the mature skin space is going over that well. Much like how some of the things I said and did in my early days didn't go over that well with some of the older viewers. And I apologize if my camera goes out of focus. I'm left-handed and the camera likes to focus on the closest thing to it. So I'm trying to tuck my arm in. So she's not the only one I've noticed saying stuff like she is. It's almost like we're going backwards, because that used to be what we were all taught, what all the magazines told us when we used to all read magazines. There were very specific rules for women over 40. Cut your hair. Don't wear short skirts. All those things were out there. And then I feel like we shifted away from that for a while. There were people saying, wear what you want. There's no more rules. I myself, in the early stages of my channel, did videos titled busting beauty myths, and I would talk about all that. Now it feels like the pendulum is swinging back with these newly minted mature skin content creators. It's like they're pushing us back to the old rules. Okay, brows are done. I will list what I used in the description box, as well as product names and links to everything I am using today. Okay, I think it might be time to try out this very vibrant blush, new shade of the YSL Make Me Blush called Fuchsia Fizz. Wait till you see this. Before I start applying it, I'm gonna try to finish my thought. I am not saying that you shouldn't listen to 35-year-old, 40-year-old beauty content creators. That's not what I'm saying at all. They have a lot of great advice to give. They have a lot of, sorry, so excited by this packaging. Even though the packaging is the same on all the YSL Make Me blushes, this color, just this iridescent pink, is so beautiful. Those younger, I'm gonna call them younger. Let's just call them the baby mature skin content creators. They have a lot of knowledge, and especially if they are actual working makeup artists that have put makeup on faces of all ages for a very, very long time. Of course, they're going to be trustworthy. They're going to give you some good advice. I'm not saying you should just automatically swipe away. The problem is when I go and I read comments, I do often see women my age when they're given these absolutes like don't wear foundation, don't wear, highlighter, don't wear a glossy lipstick. There are still women commenting like, thank you for this. I knew it. I knew I should stop wearing foundation. I'm never going to touch this again. I kind of want to comment and pitch myself and say, hey, please watch my videos because you don't have to give up what you love. I'm here to help you maybe make some tweaks, but still be able to do what you love. I guess this message is for anybody watching who may be susceptible to those types of videos where they're being given never should you statements. I'm not saying that these people are wrong in their recommendations. What I'm saying is their recommendations may be wrong for you. And there can be multiple reasons why they're wrong for you. A lot of influencers will just swear that all mature skin is dry. But I am here to tell you, and I've been here for years telling you that that is not true. And it does become kind of frustrating for those of us with oily skin that every new foundation that comes out seems to be for dry skin, or it has like a glowy finish. So this video was sort of a rant, but also to encourage makeup lovers, makeup wearers around my age and older to take the advice beauty influencers, including myself, give you with a grain of salt and continue to wear what you love and feel your best in. Please let me know in the comments if you like this sort of hybrid video or if you prefer my old way of doing these chatty get ready with me's where I just use a bunch of random products and keep my one brand tutorials separate. Let me know also in the comments if you thought that this was enjoyable to watch. It's kind of like a combination podcast makeup tutorial, although I didn't really teach you much, but hopefully just by watching, you can kind of see the placement of products and how all of these products performed. When I went into my bedroom where my vanity is, which is completely different lighting than in here, and I sat down and I looked in the mirror. I have the same Ilios mirror in both locations. And I have to say that when I looked in my mirror in the more natural light, I was really wowed by how everything looked. I was really, well, maybe not wowed, but I was pleasantly surprised at how everything looked. I hadn't used some of these products like the concealer or the foundation in a long, long time. And when I looked in the more natural light, even up close, everything looked really, really flawless. And when YSL calls a product blurring, they mean it. The bronzer, the blush, the primer, all extremely blurring. I have large pores, textured skin, and yeah, I just think they are doing a phenomenal job with their products lately. Obviously, the packaging is absolutely stunning. So at this moment, I would recommend everything I used to achieve this look. Yes, YSL is pricey. It's luxury makeup. But every once in a while, they do run 15% off sales on the Yves Saint Laurent website. And of course, a couple of times a year, Sephora has their Beauty Insider event. So you might want to add a few things to your wish list. That savings event is usually late March or early April. And we're already, well, I'm recording this mid-February, so not too long from now. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Share it with a friend you think might enjoy it. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I would love to have you in the Risa Does Makeup family. I do upload new videos at least twice per week, long form content, short form content. You can also find more content from me over on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. My username is the same on every social media platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.